Army Armstrong and Gary Lee back at Franklin, Georgia, and coming up is Michael Atkins in his dragster, and earlier today, Army had a chance to talk with him.
Well, Gary, the hot topic in the pit area all afternoon today has been the tire combination, what type of groove, what type of wedge to run, but I'm saying with the guy who's got a whole different theory, you think, Mike, that you can beat these guys with two-wheel drive only?
Yeah, I do. Basically, it's like two-wheel drive, but it is four-wheel drive. Our engines in the back were most of the rear and the weight and traction's on the rear tires. My front tires have basically no tread on them. We don't think we need any traction up there to do it.
Well, Gary, let's find out. He says it's only going to take two to tango today in Georgia.
Well, he'll have it in four-wheel drive as we take a look at that good-looking dragster out of Orlando, Florida with the big block 540 cubic inch Chevrolet power plant.
Gary, what he'll do is roll about 2 feet and punch the nitrous button. He'll rely on that big wing on the back to push those rear tires in.
He's done it. Has he done it? Oh, he's close. No, look at that. 285. 285. Glenn Siebold had a 284. He just missed the top spot.
I'll tell you what, though, this guy opened some eyes with that run, a 285, and it was smooth. See, what he wants to do is pick the front end up. That's exactly where he is.
He's skimming across the mud, a 285, a good run, but only good enough for second right now.
Boy, that's a rough ride. That camera angle really shows you what a beating those guys take here.
Well, it's also a short ride when you're going that fast. Coming up next, Chad Miller out of Vandalia, Ohio, a suburb of Dayton.
You're from that part of the country and you can get out in mud with motors. You know you got to be making some horsepower. That's big sprint car country up there, isn't it?
Oh, indeed it is. This is a 509 cubic inch Rodeck power plant in the Instant T. Another excellent ride for Chad Miller at 2.93.
27 roadster. He had that rascal on rock and roll, didn't he, Gary?
Coming right at you. Now take a look at how rough this ride is. Look at his head bounce. Oh, those neck muscles will feel that tomorrow morning. Well, we're coming up to our final competitor here at Franklin, Georgia, Tom Meents. And he drives the Shake Me, a 32 Ford Roadster with the big Keith Black engine.
Gary, this kid's the last of class. Even Glenn Siebold, the class leader's walking over to watch him on this one. They could have saved the best for last. 284 is a quick time. Meeks sitting on the line.
Oh, look at him skim across the mud. An excellent ride. He does it. He does it.
Left side, that's 276.
Can you believe that, Army Armstrong? Tom Meeks out of Paxton, Illinois, in that 32 Ford Roadster, the last competitor, and he takes the championship here at Deer Creek Motorsports Park.
Went over to the left side of the track, over to no man's land. Nobody's been there all day long, and it flat worked for him. A 276. That is unbelievable, Gary Lee.
Well, Glenn Siebold had the lead, had to watch the rest of the field, and the last driver to go, Tom Meents, takes the victory with Shake Me. Glenn Siebold in Legal Speed was second, and Mike Atkins in the Stinger Dragster coming up third. Let's go talk with some of our competitors, Army.
Well, we ran into a lot of drama today on the Georgia-Alabama border. It was between a hometown boy, Glenn Siebold, who looked like you were going to hold on to this thing. You looked super strong until the final bullet nailed you.
Yes, I was proud of it, but I guess I need a little more motor, maybe a new sponsor or something. I hadn't got a lot of sponsor help.
Well, I'll tell you, you looked awfully good. All the hometown folks were really proud of you. And right now, we're going to swing over here. Thanks a lot for coming over and being with us. Tom, it was dramatic. Last shot, bumpy ride. It looked like a rocket ship, but it worked for you.
Yeah, the motor really come on strong, and I have to just thank my crew a lot for that. They really helped me out a lot.
Who picks what lane you're going to run in out there? Everybody's talking about bad track, bad track, bad track. It looked like a good run for you.
Well, I don't hardly watch the lane all day until I pull up there, because until then, it doesn't really matter.
Well, when the dust settled in Georgia, Shake Me was the man on top.
And our congratulations to Tom Meents. Well, that will wrap it up from Deer Creek Motorsports Park here in Franklin, Georgia. For Army Armstrong, I'm Gary Lee. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week on Trucks and Tractor Power.